Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of G-Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And we are out at the water tank, as I promised yesterday. I got started on this today, and I had to stop because I did concrete all my poles into the ground. So I wanted to make sure that those dry and I don't crack the footings while working on putting the tops on. But I did have some of these ready, and I had some screws, so I screwed those down. And then it got a little bit late and a little bit windy. The winds are back up again, and go figure. This has been the windiest year I can remember out here. Anyway, this is what I've got going here. I got these poles sunk down into the ground and concreted with footings on them, and I got the starters going around the corner here. And yeah, I drilled extra holes in between because I thought that I might want to put another support under the centers of these. But I don't know if I'm going to need those because I actually climbed up on top of that and jumped up and down on that. And it's as solid as can be. And when I finished the 2x4s all the way through, I don't think it'll have any problems holding up a 60-gallon drum of water. And if it does, down the line, what I can do is I can put corbels underneath here on a 45-degree angle on two sides to give it a little extra strength. I don't think I'll need it, but there's always that option if I need it. All right, so I didn't have time to get this part done across here, but to show you what I was planning on doing, I did have time to get this little section done because this is part of the staircase, so it doesn't really affect anything when I start moving things around. But yeah, this is the way I'm going to do it. It was with the 2x4s, and I got the gaps in between so that when it does rain, the rain can go through, get through the bottom of this and not sit on my 2x4s. So I'll be doing this and continuing these all the way around. And I may put another one on the front side here underneath everything, so I can screw down on there, and that'll give it a little bit more strength on the furthest one, the longest one. So like I said, I don't think I'm going to need the corbels on here. I think I'll be plenty strong. And then I moved my barrels over here, and I got these three almost empty. Probably got maybe 20 gallons in each, just so the wind doesn't blow them away. But as you can see, there's three of them that cover this little area right here. So I think I'm going to be able to get maybe, I don't know, maybe 14 or 15, maybe even 16. We'll see. Once I get this thing up here, I'll start draining those out, and I've got to use the water that's in those to wash the new ones that I buy. And I've got two more down there that are coming up here, and I got one out by the front porch that's going to be coming up here. So that'll give me 6 to start with, and then I'll be able to measure how far those go, and then I'll know how many to go by. And we'll get this thing put together. And I dig through my PVC fittings. I'm going to be using 1-inch PVC connectors between the barrels, and this will be the last barrel on the run. Everything will go around that way, and the first barrel on the run, which is here, is close to where my connections will be made into the main unit. So I'll have my last barrel sitting here with the 1-inch pipe on it right about here in this area, and it'll go down and tie into that 1-inch line right there with a shutoff valve. So when I do need to give that extra water to it, I just open that valve and it's already feeding in. But there may be a little change on that because that's on the front side of my sediment filter. And I don't want to break this side because I'll have to drain the tank to do that. So what I might do is put a separate sediment filter in over here for the barrels themselves. And that'll make sure that I don't get any junk going down my lines. Pretty simple fix, no big deal. All right, so you can see my extra holes there. And I got an extra pallet here that's been sitting here ever since the day one. And I'll be getting back on this tomorrow, hopefully, if the winds aren't too strong. Although the forecast does call for more wind for the next couple of days. So we'll see what I can do about it and get this thing put together so that I can get that extra water called in and we'll be in good shape. All right, one other thing is one of my subscribers, Natasha from the East Coast, is going to be going out homesteading with her sister and brother. And anyway, I'm talking about pumpkins and growing pumpkins for pumpkin pies, and she wanted to know which brand I use of seed. Well, here we go. This is the ones that I like. I'll get it in here nice and close so you can read everything that's on there. Burpee's a good brand, and these are heirlooms. There's no GMO in this stuff. This is 100% clean. And here's the back side of it. The winds are blowing, I'm sorry. And as you can see, this is from 2016 is when this was the this lot was supposed to expire, but I don't go by that. Seeds last a long time. If they didn't, we wouldn't have a seed bank with millions and millions of seeds in there that are probably a few hundred years old. All right. So anyway, there's your measuring your depths and all of that stuff that you want to bury them at. And there's your times of years and the different zones where you want to direct sow them. I don't direct sow them. I grow them in my process inside the plastic bags. I'm doing something a little different this time. These are supposed to be 90 days maturity. That I'm going to do the something different this time. I just trying to rush these seeds into sprouting. So I put them in some water with some of that new growth silica that I just purchased. And we're going to see if I can get those things up real quick. All right, that's about it for today. I just wanted to cover all of that stuff for everybody. And I'm going to head back in and get my dinner started. And I got a friend that said that they're going to call me in a little while, so I'll get off of this thing. G-Bear reminding you, give me a thumbs up down there. Don't forget to click share and share it with your friends, family, and relatives. All right. Then those people have subscribed, and I got a couple more yesterday. Thank you very much, and welcome aboard. I really enjoy seeing those new subscribers coming in. So thanks, everybody, and if you are subscribed, thank you too. And I appreciate you coming back and watching my videos. G-Bear signing off.